Hey and welcome to this video. I'm Lauren and today I'm going on an exploring adventure in South Bohemia. I woke up and it really felt like a long walk. I've got my backpack, I've got some art supplies. I don't know if I'll draw or paint, but I do have them. And yeah, gonna go explore and see some things, and I wanted to take you along with me. Right now I'm climbing this hill. There's still quite a lot of hill to go, so I'm gonna put away the camera and get climbing. I've been getting distracted. I saw that caterpillar, which is really cool, and the cows, and then that butterfly and the apples. And yeah, I'm still climbing this hill. It's like a weird weather day. It's kind of, we've had a lot of rain recently, and today it's like there is no rain, but it's super cloudy. I've worn this top, but climbing this hill I'm like, whew, I might have to take it off. I actually did the same walk a little while back. I might share some of those clips from that walk in with this one because that was quite an adventure as well. I'm heading up this way on the road. These, and there's also a little ladybug there. So beautiful. Reached the top of the hill. And yeah, the skies are very misty, and the view though is really beautiful. Lots of wild berries, and it's always a really nice perspective when you're kind of at the top of a hill. So I made it to the top of this really hectic hill. And now, as I'm getting to the top here, I'm just under this shelter thing, and it's starting to rain. But I do see like blue skies, and it's kind of just this one cloud that's like above here. I mean, you can see in the background, it's like really nice. So, yeah. Adventures. I think this is a hornet. Oh my gosh. It's huge. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Wow, that thing it was like this size. I'm not even joking. It was this big. And like really thick. I think it's a hornet. Or it could be a kind of wasp, but maybe a hornet. I actually remember a couple of years back in a park in Prague, I got stung by something like that on my arm, and it swelled up like crazy. It was really sore. But yeah, that was an interesting little encounter. So I had a quick little pit stop here. Had to like take a few moments to cool down, but feeling better now, and I'm ready to keep going and yeah, see what we can see. This is pretty cool. Someone created a bench in the middle of this beautiful tree. Wow. I love how these are kind of just like coming down on the tree. It's really nice. Reached the forest area now, and the sun's come out for a tiny bit, so that's really nice. The road is a bit muddy, but I'm walking on this middle section and it's not too bad. The trail got a lot less muddy, which is great. And now we're coming to this part that I really love. I remember it from last time. It's just a really beautiful forest. This is a really pretty part of the forest. Very beautiful. Another really amazing thing about this walk is that it is so quiet. Like all I can hear is the birds and like the branches kind of cracking and stuff. Like right now. I think there's acorns maybe falling down. But it's just so quiet. During the walk there was these beautiful forest scenes, and I just really had to create a painting of one of those scenes along the path. So this is using gouache, I always say it wrong, gouache paint. Majority of it is gouache paint and a couple of acrylic colors as well mixed in. And yeah, this one I really like the vibrancy of it, and when I look at this it kind of does bring me back to that beautiful walk in the forest. Made it to this bench area, which I remember from last time, and it's kind of got this lookout of this forest, and someone has kind of created this cool structure over here. It's interesting. So it's got rocks kind of stuck in to these pieces of wood. It's really interesting. And yeah, I remember last time I sat on this bench and did some drawing. It's actually gotten really hot. It's like as I came out of this forest area, the sun is just like full on in the sky now. There's actually no clouds, which is really great. Probably just gonna rest on this bench for a couple of minutes. Just cool down a bit, drink some water and just listen to all the little sounds that are around. Whoever designed this bench was really cool. Basically, when you sit on this bench, you lean right up against this beautiful tree. You know the saying, how it goes, and something along the lines of, I read it somewhere, it's like, when you feel like you have a lot of troubles and thoughts and things, you should just go and sit like next to a tree, and the tree will basically just take all of that negative energy out of your system. So thank you, beautiful tree. I love this over here. There's like all of this little cluster of tiny fir trees. It's really cute. I remember this from last time. I just happened to look up and there was this beautiful sculpture. kind of hiding away here. It's really cool. So I think that I'm about halfway and I just kind of came out of the forest there, and here there's this like beautiful clearing. I remember as a kid I always used to read these books where it mentioned like a clearing like in a forest, and I didn't really understand what that meant, like what a clearing was. But this is kind of what it is. It's like just this huge patch that's open and it's kind of all surrounded by forest, so that's pretty cool. So this is one of those situations where you really need to look at a map, because here we have I'm on this road over here. Come, here's a road, there's a road, there's a road, and here's a road. But I see that's like got a marker that's blue, and I'm not really following the blue route. I just checked, it's not that way, it's actually that way. Luckily I checked. Okay. Aha, and there's the marker. Yeah, I think I'm following this green route. Okay. This way is nice and shaded, whereas the other way wasn't really. I think I'm pretty close. I'm still seeing all the markers, so that's always good. This is one of the really great things about hiking around the Czech Republic, is the routes are all really well marked, and it just makes it like really easy to follow. So yeah, I think in this area there are green and blue markers. It's kind of really foresty. It's fun to kind of explore and discover some new things and just have a little adventure. So I think I've just arrived now. You can see it over there. It was a nice walk through the forest. It was really, really cool to see a hummingbird moth for the first time ever, and I really wanted to do a painting of that beautiful moth. It was just so fascinating to watch. They move so quickly and just really unique looking creatures. So this was my watercolor painting with a couple of Posca marker pens on top, and yeah, that's a hummingbird moth. So we are inside. It's really quiet and beautiful. Definitely nice to see it a second time. So I made it to my destination. This is the Klaster Kuklov, and it's just a ruin, but it's got these beautiful arch windows. So that was really nice to see again. I'm just sitting right now on a bench. I'm still at kind of right outside. It's just over there. So yeah, I'm just sitting here for a few minutes. Another pit stop. And then I'm going to go back along the same way that I came here. I've stopped back at the bench and I'm kind of, I've got my watercolors, and there was this scene kind of close to the Klaster of this well, and it had this beautiful blue watering jug on it and kind of the lane and the houses in the background. So I thought that's kind of what I want to paint, and yeah, I'm just kind of did a bit of the outlines of things, and I'll just start sort of building up some layers of color. Last time that I was here, I sat in this exact spot, and there I did a drawing of the Klaster, and yeah, I'll put those clips in here. That is how the sketch looks. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. This is the first piece I made based on this beautiful, amazing walk. This one is done in a mixture of markers as well as some extra details with pencil on top of the markers. I think watercolors is one of my favorite mediums to paint with outside. I love watercolors. They're really, sometimes like it can look kind of simplistic, but I really love how you can sort of build up the picture. And with watercolors you kind of like have your palette, and it's got pretty much all the colors on it that you need, whereas with things like acrylic and gouache or gouache, I'm still learning how to say that right, but those, it's like I guess there are some palette kind of ones of those, but I personally have just the tubes, and it would be such a mission to like take those everywhere, even though I love how acrylic and gouache paintings look, but I just really love using watercolors when I'm kind of doing art outside. It's easy to pack and set up and easy to use on the go. I'm about this far with the watercolor painting, but of course the weather is starting to change quite a bit. There's a big bee flying around, I think it is. It's like I can see some areas of the sky are quite clear, so yeah, I'll just keep going for a little bit and see what happens. There is still quite a long way home, but I love painting outside. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this, even though the weather is, you know, changing quite a lot. But that's part of the adventure, I guess, of painting outside, is you don't really know what's gonna happen. Another drawing I did was of that beautiful well that I saw there with the watering can. I really love that watering can. And this one was done in watercolor paint, as well as using some postal markers to add a couple of brighter colors on top of the watercolor. Well, I am navigating mud puddles and mosquitoes on this walk home. I just wanted to say thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you do, that would be awesome. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'm excited to share more with you.